not catering to the haters. We have to. Here's what we got. Here's what we got to do, though, brother. No. It's not about catering to the hate. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. Okay. We have to make sure we have to vet all of our people, bro. I got love for you, bro.
Everybody. Then vet them other Negroes in the conscious community who ain't building shit.
We're gonna get to them all, bro.
Jamar, wait,
we're gonna get to them all.
Who else is building?
Jamar, don't discriminate.
Listen, somebody built an institution from the grass.
Right.
Name somebody. You ain't got none of them. Name me a YouTuber doing what I'm doing. Any of them conscious dudes. Name one on my level. Name one builder. You crazy?
I can't.
Tie my sneaks, bro.
I can't. All I can name is my father-in-law.
How many they kept out of jail, bro? They're not building shit.
Right. So
through the grass. What have they built, bro? Who you know in the conscious movement built an institution? Answer that. Nobody. I'm the only one in my generation doing it.
Well, you're building it. You're building it.
What's going on, everyone, and welcome back. Now, I want to do this video specifically over just covering one topic, and that is that people are actually turning on Umar Johnson. People are turning on Umar Johnson. I think everybody has noticed this, but I actually want to go into the comment section. Now, we all know that he just recently did a video with the Danza Project in which Umar Johnson was pretty much going in on everybody. Of course, he talked about the niece. Well, I can't even think of Stephen Curry's wife and Stephen Curry. He also brought up Trevor Hunter and all that. I don't know why he's talking about relationships, because in the same interview, he was saying that we shouldn't be talking on things that we're not a part of or we're not doing. So Umar Johnson would take to the Danza Project with a bunch of fables, hocus pocus on the school and other nonsense like that. This FDMG scam that he's been scamming people, just like he scammed people with the Shockumentary, which he collected over $10,000 for. Well, I'm not going to talk about that here, but he's running different scams. So the comment section has turned up on Umar Johnson in a real way, and I'm actually happy to see this. Now let's get down to the comment section, because I think that the comment section actually did my job for me when it comes to this video. Now, as you can see, I already hit the like button on a bunch of them that I actually like, but I want to go through some of them and actually read it for you guys. And these comment sections are showing you that Umar Johnson's reputation is preceding him. His reputation is already in the room before he even hits there, so people already know he's coming through scamming. Now, as we get down to the comment sections, we can actually see what people have been, their ideas. Comment section is a good idea of what people actually think about the host or the channel or what they're talking about at the time. Now, we can see right here, 4 days ago, Umar reminds me of the guy that would walk in a barbershop selling CDs for $10 back in the early 2000s. That's facts. All this explaining, people are sick of him. Even if the school is complete and immaculate, his behaviors render him unfit to associate with other folks' kids, his own included, which is true. The next comment goes on to say, I didn't believe Umar Johnson in 2017, and I don't believe a word he's saying in 2025, which is facts. So you see that the comment section is actually turning on him. And it says, let me continue on. It says, you, sir, Mr. Host, man, need to hold Umar Johnson accountable and ask him the right questions. Dr. Umar knows who to interview with. Yeah, he actually knows who to interview with. We all saw that Lord Jamar interview I just played. He was very reckless. He just lost himself. Now he's very particular who he actually interviews with, and he does research on people to make sure they talk positively about him before he even does that. Going on, it says he begs for help, but he can't be transparent with people. He begs for money. That's wild. That is true right there. It says, I refuse to believe there is not one black-owned HVAC painter floor company that offered Umar Johnson to do the school. So when it comes to that, and you're absolutely right, by the way, you're absolutely right. 21 hours ago, he's absolutely right. But when it comes to that, Umar Johnson is trying to get people to work for free. He's not trying to pay them. That's the whole thing. When it comes to the paint job, he got people to do that for free. When it came to the person that cleaned the front of the school with the power washer, they did it for free. The girl that painted the mural, I believe she was out of college, so she ain't charging like $10,000, $5,000. She probably charged like a couple $100, but she did it. But when he wants something done, it needs to be cheap or free. We saw with Don, he didn't pay Don at all. Don had taken him to court and sue him. Don was a handyman that helped Umar Johnson at the school. They had to go to court. Don was awarded $3,000 back in 2023 because Umar Johnson didn't want to pay him, and Umar Johnson still has not paid out their court reward as we are here in 2025. The next comment says, people who have done it criticize Umar also. One of them paid Umar Johnson to speak at the school, and Umar took the money and canceled. Oh, is he talking about either he's talking about the people that Umar Johnson robbed back over there in Canada, or is he talking about that other King Randall dude? I know about those two stories, but there was a third person who Umar Johnson was paid to go to another school and speak, and Umar Johnson just decided he's not going to go because you already gave him the money. So why would he go? Because he doesn't care about. It's not about black kids. It's about his black pockets. Umar chose Danza to update the people. Careful pick. That's absolutely true. He's a wordsmith and the king of word salads. Lyndon Arnold needs to be interviewed, Danza. That's fact. That's for, and you can see that his reputation is preceding him. These are the top comments on his channel right here. On this one video. Remember, they released 4 videos. This is just one video. I used to have mad respect for the Danza Project. That respect was lost when the channel allowed this clown to talk and did not ask him any questions about the black mode, past due vacancy property fees, and the multiple grand opening. Yes, facts. The city of Wilmington, Delaware tried to sell the schools behind your back, Umar. Lies. So as we see with these are the top comments. Let's see if I can do most recent comments and see what happens with that. The newest comments. I mean, I thought it was the most recent, but it's called the newest comments. Trying to go up. It says, keep going, King. No turning back. Yeah, whatever. The Danza guy would be very easy to the Danza guy would be very easy to scam. Believe anything he holds. Laugh my LMAO. Zero critical thinking skills. I mean, that is true to a degree, but no, you know, I'm not going to even say that's true because I do think if Danza actually had to pay his own money into whatever Umar Johnson's doing, that he would do more research. In this scenario, he paid Umar Johnson to come up here because Umar Johnson will get some. Well, he's not getting that many numbers on this interview, but Umar Johnson will come up there, act a fool, and they'll do the numbers as we've seen in the past with other interviews Umar Johnson did. However, in this interview, the numbers are very low compared to what Umar Johnson usually does. What does this one say? It says, how you pay someone to suck them off. No pushback question, just consistent deep throating. Hold on, I think I skipped this one. This guy has been getting donations since 2008 for the school. And every day, every year, he reminds people he is truly a descendant of Garvey with his almost done shifts that never took anyone back to the motherland 100 years ago. Bruh, these people are crazy good. I mean, these are some good comments, though. Frivolous expense. You mean that the water bill, you scammer, this public record, stop spending the money on yourself. So, I mean, as we can see right here, people are going in on Umar Johnson. He's a scam artist. Absolutely. He's a clown and he's dirty. Damn. Okay, that's kind of even low for me, man. But you can see people are actually going in on Umar Johnson. Liar. But this is not the only comment section that Umar Johnson was pretty much destroyed in. Now, he went to another, and I only played, this is only one of the videos that he did. He has released 4 thus far when it comes to Umar Johnson. Like I said, he's not doing, the views are not doing the viewing. You know what I'm saying? Because usually with Umar Johnson, you'll get like, literally, like this is 4 days ago. This is only 16,000 views. Umar Johnson will have you at 200,000 views. I guess people are just not interested in what he's got to say. I'm not too familiar with Danza Project. I know that there's supposedly a hip-hop platform. I don't see who the hell from hip hop they're actually interviewing, but I think Papoose, and that's like only one person, and another person was 6ix9ine. Then you had Orlando Brown, you had Umar Johnson, and you had some other people I didn't even know who the hell they were. But let's go to the other interview that Umar Johnson did, and let's look at that channel and the comment sections in that channel. Okay, so this is the other interview Umar Johnson did. I'm not too familiar with this platform whatsoever, but Umar Johnson did an interview with this guy, or I'm not gonna say interview. He worked with this guy, I guess, to put out some product. This is the name of the channel. This is posted 2 days ago, but like again, I'm not even here to talk about the video itself. I'm just gonna go down to the comment section, and we can get right here. We're going to the top comment. So the top comment, of course, is a pinned comment by the guy himself. So I'm not going to go to that one, but let's just start right here. It says, is the school a scam? Is the sun hot? The top comment right now with 68 likes. Everything is a secret. He get mad when asked to show receipts. He's a one-man show, refuses to be transparent. No results after 15 years. Hello, he's a fraud. Lyndon Honor is going to have a field day with this one. That's actually true because Lyndon Honor is going to be talking about this for 4 hours straight. He's going to bring up old clips, new clips, everything, and just be clowning Umar Johnson. That's a statement of fact right there. It's going to be at least 4 hours long. This man has done a great disservice to black people. He is a walking grifter and a scammer. What kind of school psychologist acts like this? That's actually a great. He's not a school psychologist. He's actually not a psychologist at all. He just has a PhD in it, but he does not practice. So if you got a degree in it, but you don't practice, are you really a psychologist? That's a good question. I mean, can Umar Johnson even go online and apply to betterhelp.com? I don't believe so. And matter of fact, why is he not doing online work? If he's such a great psychologist, why not have a work ethic that has you connected with an organization that actually do psychology? That way, when people say, "Oh, you're not even a psychologist," he can actually point, "Look, this is my employer right here. Look at my employer right here." He can say that if he was working for Better Help or if he was working for somebody else, but he's not working for anybody. But collecting money for this school scam. That's all he's doing. It says he's lying, saying that he's been raising money for whatever. He's lying, saying he began raising money 5 years ago. I donated to him back in 2017 for the St. Paul school scam, but his efforts to go back to 2013, he's a pathological liar, and no one is a hater. We're just tired of this school and him. Okay, that's statement of facts right there, man. 2 days ago. So you can see the top comments over here are just as bad as the top comments over there when it comes to Danza Project. Here you go. Weak questions and interview. Umar, name one contractor that you said scammed you. That's has been one of my points of fact right here. Why is he not naming the contractors that he said is scamming him? People calling you the prince of panhandling Africanism too. It's more fitting. He's a pathological liar. Damn. If he allowed you to interview him, that means you're going to be a clown show. Damn. So as you can see, the comment section is getting on Umar. So I want to go to the newest comments, see what the newest comments say. We got 240 comments. I'm pretty sure we got some good ones in here. Softball questions for Umar. This is 21 hours ago. Umar, stop it. Laugh out loud. It says, poor young fella. He must be from Africa and have never experienced American racism. Nothing wrong with loving your own people. FBA can't afford to throw away a man like Dr. Umar. No one's perfect, and he has helped more single. What the hell is this dude talking about? Yeah, whatever, dude. Okay, so somebody actually replied to him. Okay. So laugh out loud, name a single mother, solitary mother of a black child he's helped, or point me to the direction of a review. That's a good question. So she's pretty much got in on him. I'm glad somebody came and cleared that up, so I don't really have to address that at all. People ask if you believe that Dr. Umar Johnson is a degenerate scammer who targets single black mothers and elderly people. Why do you follow him? I have a simple answer. He is fascinating. How could someone run this con for so many years? Who is giving him money? Well, it's obviously who's giving him money. Okay. These so-called critics have been taking L's from Dr. Umar for years. He's not perfect, but here's another one. He's not perfect. He's not perfect, people. Look, Lord have mercy. He is not a criminal or have a criminal record. He's most definitely a criminal. He's been detained for not paying child support, but he does not have a record to my knowledge. However, he's been through many court cases where he's been sued by plenty of people. So he does have a court record with his name on it. How do you think like a black woman? I have no idea what that's in relation to. I guess it's part of the interview. Bro, you did a Vlad TV. That is true. He did do Vlad TV. The edits on this are amazing. Okay, I haven't watched this, so I wouldn't know. This is a good one. Donations forever, FDMG never. So as you can see over here as well, that's a clean comment right there, by the way. Fresh 619 FBA. That's a clean comment right there. So as you can see right here, the comments over here is pretty much the same. Umar Johnson is out here once again doing interviews again. He has no intentions on opening up a school. He has no intentions on finishing the school or anything like that. But as you can see, the comment sections are actually turning against Umar Johnson, which is something pleasing to see if you're someone like me who has been a critic of Umar Johnson after being a donor of Umar Johnson. So we cannot no longer donate to this guy. He's running a whole school scam and IRS fraud. This guy is not opening a school anytime soon. And he has plenty of excuses, and he has some type of cult-like following that actually respect his excuses and they respect his lies enough to keep donating their time, money, and obviously give them some attention. Of course, he has fallen off a little bit when it comes to people who are actually following him. But at the end of the day, we need to get people away from people like Umar Johnson. There are some ill-minded people like We On Lock who actually, follows Umar Johnson. And those people, they're just going to be lost to time and everything else. But as for everybody else, we need to make sure we get the good people away from scammers who are trying to hurt the community, such as Umar Johnson. But that's all I want to say for this video, you guys. Thanks for watching.